Joining me now is Sean Spicer, Chief Strategist and Communications Director for the Republican National Committee. He is in Boulder, Colorado. I'm sure it's kind of chilly out there. Sean, you know, the latest national polls by the New York Times and CBS News, it shows Carson is in the top spot, 26% to Donald Trump's 22%. It's within the margin of error, but when you combine this with the polls in Iowa, where he also leads, does this race have a new front runner?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of volatility in this race between now and the next 95 days or so before Iowans go to their caucus. That's traditionally what happens. There is a bunch of up and down that will occur, and I expect there'll be more between now and then.
Donald Trump says, Sean, that he still has big leads and the biggest crowds, but do you think he's sort of losing his grip a little bit when it comes to what's actually going on?
Well, you know as well as I do, Don, that I'm not going to get in there and start handicapping. Each of these candidates is going to run their own race. We're going to have 14 of them here tomorrow in Boulder to talk about their vision for America, and we'll see where things shake out after the debate. But in the next 15 days, we're going to have 2 debates. We'll give each of these candidates more opportunities to talk about who they are, why they're running, and the vision that they have. And again, these voters will ultimately decide. But there's going to be a lot of volatility before Iowa votes, and then you've got New Hampshire a week after that. So I think this is just how the process works.
Still, though, Sean, when you look at this new poll, which is 70% of people say it is too early to make up their minds for sure, is that a window for the establishment candidates like Jeb Bush and maybe Marco Rubio?
Well, as I said, I mean, you're right. There's going to be a lot of volatility. I think at this point, people are starting to tune in. They're paying attention to these debates. They're being frankly introduced to people that they may not have known in the past. A lot of the names on our side are new. Some of them they're getting to know more for the first time. And so we've got plenty of time. I think there's going to be a lot of up and down. We've already seen it since that first debate. We've had two governors that people expected to go pretty far drop out. I don't know where things are going to go from now, but I know that this is going to be there's going to be a lot of ups and downs between now and then.
Okay, all right, so it's going to be volatile. Let's talk about Jeb Bush now. He's getting lean and mean in this race. Is it do or die time for him in your party's third debate tomorrow?
Well, I don't think so. I think each of these candidates has their own game plan. They have to figure out how many resources they have, what their key groups are, what their plan is. Are they going all in on Iowa? Are they a New Hampshire strategy? Are they looking at taking a lot of states on March 1st? But it's far be it from me to make those decisions for each campaign. They'll make them on their own, not just Jeb Bush, but everyone down the road. Ted Cruz, Chris Christie, Rand Paul, Donald Trump, Ben Carson, Carly Fiorina. Each one of them is trying to game plan what they need to do to come out victorious.
Yeah, let's talk about those guys. Let's talk about some of the lower tier candidates. They may have a shining moment, but for the most part, a big group has been at the bottom now. Do you think that the GOP is going to will you urge those candidates to drop out after tomorrow?
Absolutely not. It's not our place. I don't think anybody in Washington wants the RNC or anyone in Washington deciding who their nominee will or won't be. Each of these candidates will make a decision on their own based on their resources and level of support when they think their campaign should fold or continue to go.
Sean Spicer, thanks.